Hey, good afternoon. My name is Gary Drotliff, and I'm a member of Dr. Greg Field's lab up in Jupiter. And I'm here humbled and honored to be named the Undergrad Research of the Year for the College of Science. It's kind of funny considering when I first came to FAU, research was the last thing on my mind. I had absolutely no intention of doing that. But as things happen, an old friend of mine was dead set on joining something called the Introduction to Biological Research program. I'd never heard of it. She wanted to do it, but she didn't want to apply alone. So I begrudgingly applied with her. And somehow, for whatever reason, Dr. Fraser, who runs the program, admitted me in. In hindsight, turned out to be one of the best things I ever did. That class laid the foundation for where I am today and for where I'm going. One of the main goals of that class was to help us find a research mentor. During that process, she brought in a lot of professors to come talk about their research. Dr. Fields was one of the presenters that Dr. Fraser brought in to talk to us. He came in one day to talk about his paper, Second Generation Triple Helical Peptide Inhibitors of Matrix Metalloproteases. At the time, I didn't know what the hell any of that meant. But as he gave his presentation, I was intrigued. I was very interested. So after class, I reached out to him, and he was nice enough to grant me a meeting at his lab up in Jupiter. When I got there, we sat and we talked about his research and his lab, and I talked about my goals and what I wanted to do. And he was nice enough to give me an opportunity. He allowed me to join his lab. And in his lab, I get to work with Dr. Anya Napinska, a woman who has been nothing but amazing to me. I have come to that lab almost every single day since I was admitted. And every day, she's there to help me out. Any questions I might have, any ideas I might come up with, she talks to me like I'm an equal. She has been a tremendous influence in my life. I love working with the woman, and I hope to get to continue to have the opportunity to work with her. Being in that lab is one of the greatest things I've ever done. And so many wonderful things have come out of being a part of that lab. After a couple months in the lab, I was selected to participate in the John Nambu Summer REU program. That program, I got to work with Dr. Kathy Trevino. We learned all about peer reviews and writing and working on presentations, and just further building upon the foundation that had been laid earlier in the intro class I took with Dr. Fraser. It was a great way to spend the summer and an experience that I will never forget. After that, when the NAMBU program ended, I had applied for the Honors in Biological Science Research Thesis program and was fortunate enough to be accepted in. This again is run by Dr. Fraser, and we just further built upon what was taught to us in the intro program. We went a lot more in depth. This class wasn't easy, it was very overwhelming at times, but it was worth every minute. In the spring, I'll get to graduate my undergraduate thesis on the assessment of MT1 MMP activity on 3D cancer models. This past fall, I became a published author for the first time. Dr. Fields allowed me to work on his project in subsequent publication, Matrix Metalloproteases Triple Helical Peptide Inhibitors, Potential Cross-Reactivity with Caspase 11. You'd asked me about a year ago what that meant. I didn't have a clue in hell. Now I have a paper on it. I was also fortunate enough to be awarded the OURI Undergrad Research Grant, which allowed me to continue and further my research here in Dr. Fields' lab on MT1 MMP. It's something I'll be presenting on here at the OURI. And to top it all off, here I am. It's the Undergrad Research of the Year for the College of Science. Never guessed this could have happened. And here I am. And I couldn't be more humble, more grateful that I had the opportunity to work with such amazing people. And I hope to continue my work here at FAU in the fall. Thank you all very much.